Next thing that we have to check is the stuff that will potentially be coming to Master Duel in the future. I mean, not potentially, for sure will be coming in the future. We're going to check, switch to T2 Zeus, you get top 1 with weakness, real. We're going to check OCG meta report, because all of those are cards that we're gonna get in the next, as I said, 6 to 8 months to a year. Most likely. So, and we're also getting Vanquish, Vanquish Soul got leaked. To be a structure deck, I think, at some point, like during this summer. So, like, we might be getting the Vanquish Soul support sooner than we think. I would bet on the WCQ pack is a filler. We'll see. Like, we'll see. I also think that might be the case, but we'll see. Okay. So we have the pie chart. This got released, I think, yesterday. I'm sorry for the bad quality of the picture, but this is the best I got. So as we can see, Vanquish Soul being at 29% of representation, not being a clearly the best deck, but it is still very good. Alongside Yami. Yami did not get released in TCG yet, but these Yami cards are broken. I think they allow you to synchro with with link monsters and stuff. But yeah, I think Vanquish Soul is the biggest winner out of the previous support set, obviously, because it has like very good representation. I'm not looking forward to this being the best deck, actually, because I really dislike how Vanquish Soul plays. I would not enjoy playing it myself personally. However, I understand people who do enjoy it. And Yami, I don't know. This is also a type of deck that I don't like. And I don't even know how this deck plays really, but the theme of the deck is, I hate this shit. I don't know. I just don't like it. Then we see Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is a cool fusion archetype that got released and is gonna get released in a few months in TCG as well. We're probably not gonna get this in Master Duel for a while. Because we still don't even have Malice. Like, we have whole ass Malice Ryziel format to go through before this. But yeah, there is Dracotail. Plays very well with fusions. Very cool fusion. It's like sort of branded of this format. Then we have Malice, best deck. I love it so much. I can't wait for us to get Malice. I love it. Crystron, Sky Striker with new support cards. White Forest, Luna Lights, and like 15, like these other decks, this is usually relevant. But Sky Striker got new support card, I think, recently. I mean, I don't know how much you guys know about the Vanquish Soul support cards, but this is the new support. Oh, no, this is the K9 stuff. Sorry. They're playing them with K9. I think I don't think people are playing it pure. This is the new guy. Holy Sue. During the main phase, you can reveal one other Vanquish Soul monster in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Our Dark take on. Okay, this one is a steal. It's another disruption. Special summon one. Ooh, this is an E-Tele. And only thing it cannot summon is itself. Which is pretty good. Broken card? Yeah, this card is crazy. This card is insane. Bounce to top. Yeah, this card is pretty cool. And all of these K9 cards, they're like rank 5 engine that you play that also work like hand traps because you can summon disruptions on your opponent turn, I think. I'm still not really sure how these cards play. We see a Kaiju. This is a winning list, and there is also a field spell that they received. Target VSU control at Vanquish Soul with different attribute. Okay, so this is kind of like another Jowlong. So there is a lot of ways to get Razen. If you have Vanquish Soul that you can already put on the field. If Vanquish Soul monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can reveal one Vanquish Soul monster from your hand instead. During the end phase, if you control 2 more Vanquish Soul monsters, you can set one Vanquish Soul trap from your deck. Okay, so this can get this if you don't have Mad Love access. Mad Love is pretty much same as Reza now. Yeah, with all of these cards, it is pretty much the same. I agree. I pretty much agree with that. But yeah, this is how people play Vanquish Soul, and this is what the best deck looks like currently. It's also like the thing is that the deck is decent into Maxi, so like it's not even that bad. It is not even that bad. And now like this Draco Tail and this like we can I guess take a look how people are playing Malice in OCG. Because this is the deck that will potentially come very quickly into Master Duel, like very quickly, even very quickly, that means 1 month to 3 months, tops, I would say. I think it's either, but personally I think this deck comes either June or July. And as we can see, there is Dormouse limited in OCG, and the deck is still performing very well. Grass Mali is gonna be fun. Yeah, you can also do that with all the bestials and stuff. But yeah, this is the deck that will potentially be coming to Master Duel pretty quickly. And this is the deck that I'm currently playing in TCG. So as soon as we get confirmation that this deck comes, I will release and make all the combo guides for you guys for Malice. That for all of you who are not playing TCG. You know, I will try to release all the lines and stuff. I will give, if I make the spreadsheet, I'm gonna just give it out for free for all of you. Because I love this deck. Like, this deck is what reignited my passion to play TCG. This is my favorite deck of all time. It is so cool. I love it so much. I love how it plays. I love how it plays around stuff. I love how do I say it? I love how versatile it is when it comes to putting out different boards on like depending on the hand. The only thing I don't like about this deck is that Shifter is legal, and if like I guess you don't wanna main deck Shifter in Malice if everyone is on Malice, because it's not really great. But it's still cool. And I also hope that we don't get Dormouse limited right off the bat. I will take them semi-limiting Dormouse on release. If you make free spreadsheet, you are behind. Real. Yeah. I will just release everything you need to know about the deck. Like, as soon as we get confirmation, I will post, I will just create a video and post it on the YouTube channel. !socials. If you wanna follow it there for when it comes out. So yeah, this is how they play Malice. We see talents, we see Droplet. Droplet is kinda... I guess Droplet is currently good against the meta. That's why Droplet is played, but usually you don't wanna play Droplet. And there is also this. I don't know why are people playing this. I guess this is another way to get another Malice name if they if you normal summon Dormouse. And it gets impermed, and you have like an extender in hand that can summon itself from hand. And you make like Splash Mage to try and revive Dormouse to make Red Ransom, and then you get impermed on Splash Mage as well. I guess this can revive Dorma, and then you can make Red Ransom and search for the field spell. So yeah. Because it's 38 Prel, these lists aren't good. I understand, and I'm taking all of this with grain of salt. I'm taking all of this with grain of salt, obviously. I don't think this will be how we build the deck in Master Duel. But I think this is pretty close to what's good, you know. Also hand trap wise, Ghost Bell is very good against 06. It is also very good against White Binder, which is a very good link tree. My favorite Malice card. It's so crazy. So yeah. It's pretty cool deck, and it's also a deck that runs Impulse, which is also insane. It's just crazy. I can't. I know it is boring to play against this deck, but I promise you, chat. Once you play this deck, bro. Once you play this deck, if you are into this type of decks, like every other deck that plays similar will feel like shit. This is crazy. I love it so much. I really cannot express how much I love the playstyle this deck has. If you are playing White Binder, you are behind. That's right. Nash, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. 2 months. So yeah, I guess this is how OCG plays Malice. I can see, like, if you get Malice, I can see them semi-limiting Dorma on release. Maybe also White Rabbit if they're going for the pre-hits. For this, I also see that like OCG is still on TB11 for some reason, even though they have March Hare. TB11 was needed before March Hare because White Rabbit was the combo, and also it was an extended consistency card. Usually, but right now with March Hare, there is a lot of ways to get March Hare in the banish pile. Like, for anybody that doesn't know, this card, when it's banished, adds itself to hand, or adds any Malice monster in hand, and then you can banish any Malice monster from graveyard or hand to summon itself from hand. So it's basically Poplar for the deck, but a lot better. Like, all of the Malice monsters share these effects. When they get banished, they get to special summon themselves alongside links. Everlink, Crypter, Ransom, and Whitebinder, they all share the same effect that lets them special summon themselves from banish and do something. So Red Ransom, when it's banished, summons itself from banish and then banishes a Cybers from the deck, and you can banish any of the names you did not use, and then you get free link for to make Firewall or like to just extend into another Malice names. So Malice and Master is going to be cringe to play against. I agree, but at the same time, like, I understand how toxic this deck can get. I get it, and I know it's going to be broken as shit. But, like, I don't know. I honestly, I don't think I will play different deck in TCG even after this deck gets nuked by banlist. Like, I don't think I'm ever selling my core. Ever. That's just how much I don't care about it being toxic, I guess. I'm very biased on this one. No side also, so let's everyone main Lancia. Okay, so the problem with everyone maining Lancia is one of the decks that we expect to be in the meta with Malice, and that's Ryziel. This is the gutted version of Ryziel. This one plays. I have never seen these cards in my life. I have never seen these cards in my life. I have no idea why is this in there. I'm not following. This is like some form of utopia. But we just focus on the Ryziel monsters here. So this deck does not give a shit about Lancia. Onomatopoeia. Yeah, I have no idea what this does. Honestly, I have no idea. But I think if you get Ryziel and Malice at kind of the same time, if you main deck Lancia, like if you see people main decking Lancia, obviously, ideally you will have both of these decks on your account when they come out. You have to have both, especially for like if this meta lives long enough to see the Duelist Cup in September. You want to have both of these decks, because if you notice the trend where people put in Lancia, you just play Ryziel. This deck doesn't give a shit about Lancia. You make them have a good like dead cards in hand in form of Lancia. It's also pretty decent into Maxi and Mulch armies. It's very good all-rounder deck with no real silver bullets. Turn 1 at least. Also, I see Banshee. What does Banshee even add? Okay, I'm not going to dive into this. I'm not going to dive into this, like into this specific build, because I don't understand what is happening here. Sight is way Ryziel will turn skip. Yeah, one thing you can do with Ryziel, you can normal summon Ice. So the thing with all of the Ryziels, I guess, is that after you special summon them, and like I guess use the effect, or you don't even have to use the effect. They lock you into rank 4s for the rest of the turn. But what you can do with this, if you have Ice, which is your basically Snake Eyes Ash of the deck, you normal summon Ice, Ice special another name, get a search, make Dagda, summon Sword or Axe or whatever, activate the effect, trigger Dagda, set site, make detonator, wait for your opponent to activate a card, go detonator, target site, pop site, and site comes back. Killian, thank you for the follow. That is what you can do with Ryziel. I don't know if that will be the most optimal way to play the deck. Maybe you will opt to not play Sightlock. But I really don't see the downside, because you're already playing 7... You're probably gonna already play 7 Tachyons in your deck, 7th Ascension, and stuff that can, like, hard search site in case you cannot get to Dagda. But it's just one main deck brick in a deck that has a lot of consistency, like when full power. Because when you have Ice at 3, X at 3, Sword at 3, like the Bonfire is still at 2, you have 7 Tachyons to get you stuff. Like I feel like this deck is just hyper consistent if it doesn't get pre-hit on the ban list. I just really think that this deck is pretty crazy consistent. Is there any risk Ryziel or Malice will be in Master Duel before the WCQ? I think the chances are small. I think if you think they are coming, you are coping, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Like, I coped that they would come, that they had to come, but there is still some garbage support cards that support for archetypes that they can release before the WCQ specifically. Like Gem Knight, Crystron. I don't know if we are missing something more. But and 6M and Battle Wasp, blah blah blah. Yeah, there is all of that. But yeah, that's Ryziel. Like those two decks we're gonna expect. I'm gonna talk more about this deck. Like I'm telling you, as soon as we get confirmation that these decks are coming to Master Duel, I will just give you every detail you need to know about the deck on stream. I mean, obviously, that's to my knowledge. I have not tested Ryziel as much as some better players did, or players that played TCG more than I did. But I will give you my insight from what I know about the deck and facing the deck so far. So yeah. I don't think that anything else we need to discuss. We saw a little bit of white. Wait, we saw the Sky Striker doing well, and Sky Striker recently did receive support. I don't know if you know, guys, or if you saw it, but there is a new Sky Striker spell, Lemnis Gate, which allows you to target any number of Sky Striker ace monsters and Sky Striker spells in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and if you do, you can return cards like to the you can return cards to the hand without targeting. So like ideally, if you shuffle 3 striker spells and 3 striker monsters, you can ideally return 2 cards no target. And it's a quick play, so this gives you disruption on your opponent's turn. And I think, is this the first Sky Striker spell that is hard once? Yeah, I think this is the first Sky Striker spell that has hard once printed onto it. So if you can set your graveyard, if you go through, and this deck can now search engage turn 1. With I guess with Camellia, I guess you can dump it, right? If you have 3 or less, you can send one Sky. Yeah, if you summon this. You can send Engage. Engage can search this. You can just fill up your graveyard with spells that you can recycle later. As you can see, the deck is not even playing multi-role anymore. Because now you want spells in graveyard, I guess. Yeah, the new link is 0. You can only special summon once per turn. Cannot be used as link material. Okay, if this card is special summon, you can add one Sky Spell from deck to your hand. Yeah, this is just if you don't wanna go through Camellia and Kagari, you can just summon 0, and directly search it. Why are they running it like a hand trap deck? Because I think this deck now goes first. I think this deck now wants to go first because this is a strong disruption, and then you still have Widow Anchors. and hand traps to try to control your opponent out of the game. I guess that's the. I'm not sure that they're playing this deck as going second. Is the thing, and like it's pretty cheap deck. What's with that new boss fusion DDD monster? It's a living skill drain, but for enemies only. Yeah, we went through it. I already reacted to the DDD cards. I will try to post it on YouTube. Like today or tomorrow, I guess. So like I guess you can check then. Yeah, that's like Sky Striker in the meta, and I think the last deck that is worth talking about, like at least for us in Master Duel and things that we will potentially get, in the future is White Forest, because White Forest does have new Diabellstar support available to them. You have Diabellstar Vengeance, which lets you banish a spell and trap from hand or graveyard, special summon it to the field. Then you can pay half-life, target and destroy a card your opponent controls. And I guess if another Diabellstar is on the field, you can special summon one tuner synchro monster, so you can just cheat out. This card does require setup, but it lets you cheat out the sixes. Like because both of those are tuners, so you can just cheat out the sixes with Vengeance. And then you have the White Witch, that says that monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When you control 2 or more Diabell monsters, you can only use the following effects once per turn. You can send one spell trap from hand or field to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if it's special summoned, you can send Sinful Spoils. So I guess you can set up the graveyard. You can also send the Curse of Diabell. I guess this is the prime target. Because if this card is sent to the graveyard or banished from hand or deck, you can add one Diabell spell trap. So you can add Fila. I think you can't add Wanted. Yeah, it says this specifies Diabell. So I guess this is the prime target, and this one lets you add level 8 or higher Diabell monster from your deck, and then you can search for Vengeance or the White Witch, I guess. And they have, I don't know, what is this? This is the Searcher, and then they have the Field spell, which adds a White Forest monster. So this is basically Wraithsot. Adds a White Forest monster from the deck to your hand, but you can special summon Dark monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, which is why this deck ditched the Zamina. The first time each White Forest monster you control would be destroyed by battle. It's not destroyed. That's a little bit less relevant. And you can target White Forest monster you control. It is treated as tuner this turn, which I think is cool. Especially like in OCG they have Lacrima. I guess they're all tuners already, right? But you can make Elzeta tuner to access Baron easier. Because now you don't have to synchro away your Diabells for Baron or something like that. Like you don't have to do it with level 4s only. You can do it. You can synchro with level 2s as well, so you can get early Baron in the deck, which I think is pretty cool. Why do people like this? This is a Resident Sleeper deck. I have no idea. I mean, I'm just going over the cards. So yeah, I guess that's it from the recent like what's going on in OCG more or less. And I guess the only thing that is left is new leaks that we got for the future releases in the OCG. For the next pack, I think it's the next pack. So one Utopia support card, one Dragontail support card, Yami support. Like these supports, if this is all true, this supports like 3 decks that are already pretty insane in OCG. So yeah, one for Exosister, one for Rescue support. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't think anything can save Exosister at this point unless it's a like Marta level main deck monster. One race support. Maybe we can expect them in OCG at least to unlimit emergency already. Art Magi, I have no idea what is this. Morganite boss monsters. Woohoo, stun. Psychic support. I don't know what is psychic support, but Italy's tongues might be going up. DDD support, we've seen this. This is what we reacted to. Paleo support, it's a trap. Adventurer support is crazy. I did not expect this in 10,000 years. And then 2 Purely cards, 1 Quick Play, 1 XYZ, which I'm pretty hyped for because I have the core, and maybe that this means I can finally sell my core. But yeah. And Blackwing support. Blackwing is like Blue Eyes of 5D's era, oh god. This deck is so fucking... I don't know, it's so annoying that this deck keeps getting support and it still keeps being garbage. But yeah. What is this? Oh no, we saw this. So yeah. Purely support. Yeah, I did not expect Purely support either. Murderer of Crow, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Chat, we are a few followers away from 3K on Twitch. So if you're not following, make sure to do so. Okay. I guess this is all that we had to talk about.